Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the channel, and welcome back to another experiment. So today we have got one that has come in from the comment section, so thanks very much for this. Make sure you pop any ideas you have for experiments in the comments, and I'm happily do them. It's some interesting stuff. You guys come up with better stuff than I do. And this one came from Leon Ponsonby, and he said to do an experiment where we pop 18-year-old Wonderkids into a tier 10 team, have them kind of locked in at the club and see how far they can carry the club effectively. So the team I chose was Sandback, because back, spine of the team, that's the players that we'll be going for. It's a long shot, but I thought it was interesting. They are a tier 10 club, I believe, so they will be climbing up all the way up to the top. But let's take a look at the players that we have, in fact, got in the club and had transferred over. So first off, in goal, we've got Martin van der Voort, the goalkeeper from Genk, 18 years old. He is on, has a transfer arranged to Aldershot in 2035. So got 15 years at the club, so we'll see how things go with them in that regard. Looks a good keeper, valued at £3 million, is being paid £14,000 a week, which is interesting, so we'll see how that kind of affects him as well. But he's a good goalkeeper and a great start and base for the team. Next up, we have Paris Saint-Germain's Tanguy Nianzou, a great centre-half. He's actually, I believe, went to Bayern Munich before coming to Sandback, although I think that might be a different PSG player at centre-half. I'll be honest, I'm completely lost, but either way, he looks very, very good. 18 years old, 2.1 million valuation. Joining Basingstoke in 2035. But he can play in defensive midfield, so it'll be interesting if he does get used there. But his best position is definitely at centre-back. Next is Ilai Moriba, the gentleman who's, in fact, recently announced he's actually going to be playing for the likes of Guinea rather than Spain, which is an interesting turnaround. 17 years old, centre midfielder. He's very, very good. At Barcelona currently. Will be joining Tottenham in 2035, but looks very, very solid at the centre midfield role and could play almost anywhere, or could learn to, definitely. It will be interesting to see how these players develop, as obviously they're not at a top level club like Bayern Munich, like PSG, so or Barcelona even. So it'll be interesting to see. But we've got one more player to show you, and that player is Karim Adeyemi, the Red Bull Salzburg player, off to Winchester in 2035. But a very, very good player. He's nice and pacey, 18 years old. Got 10 finishing, could possibly improve, or should probably improve that as time goes on. But again, it'll be interesting to see how they develop and go from there. But what we'll do is we'll jump ahead, see how they've grown, and where Sandback are at. Okay, so we have jumped a year ahead, or at the end of the season, and we can see they have absolutely smashed the league. 90 points, 9 points clear of New Mills, so they have got promoted, first time of asking. Key player is Moriba, captain is Van der Voort, and you can see the kind of formation they're playing, a 4-4-2. They are in administration, so under a transfer embargo. I'm assuming that is because of the wages of Adeyemi, Moriba, Nianzou, and Van der Voort, who they can't actually get rid of to level that out, so that'll be interesting to see. But there you go. Even Moriba has made 4 caps for Guinea, so that is interesting to see. He has done the same there as in real life. But we'll jump again. We'll see how they do, see how they're progressing. Although what we could have a look at is the goals scored. So Adeyemi got 20 goals in 27 appearances. Moriba got 17 in 26. And 5 in 27 for Nianzou. And obviously Van der Voort not getting as many, but a good few games. Looks like he is injured, though. He's out to 3 to 5 weeks, and I'm assuming he won't get that good of a treatment at the club because of their level. So will be interesting to see. But let's jump ahead and take a look. So here we are then. We're in 2023, 2 years on this time. And they've absolutely battered the pitching in Isthmian League South Central Division. They've absolutely smashed it, to be honest. Ridiculously good results. Yeah, very, very impressive. You can see average rating wise, Adeyemi and Moriba have been incredible. Goals and average ratings right up there. And player of the matches as well. Clean sheets, Van der Voort got all the clean sheets you need. So interesting to see. They have changed to a 4-2-3-1 formation. Adeyemi up top, Nyanzu, Van der Voort and Moriba playing in those deeper roles. So they're certainly playing that way. One name I have noticed is Carl Norton has joined the club, playing on 0 wages. But I mean, he was literally playing in the Championship the season before. He's only played 3 games for them, but that is quite the signing, I have to say. It's still looking not bad for 34 years old as well. They've obviously brought in a few players who I think are pretty decent. You got McConville here, who's from Accrington. So not a bad signing for the level they're at. Josh Casey's from Newport. And then you've also got Kieran Wallace, who's come from Burton Albion. So, I mean, these players aren't bad players at all. And then Ndai in there as well, who come from Sheffield United or Halifax sort of level anyway. But, I mean, it's quite impressive, the signings they've made. They've got promoted. They've done very, very well. Let's take a quick look at goals. Adeyemi getting 29 goals, 23 from Moriba. So they're still up there with a high amount of goals. And playing pretty much every game where possible by the looks of it. I don't think any of them are missing them without good reason to. Schedule-wise, look at that. Look at those results. It looks like they've also got Devonte Redmond, the former Man United player. But yeah, there you have it. Builder-based FA Trophy, they were knocked out by Farsley Celtic. Otherwise, they've done very, very well. They got to the final and won the Velocity Trophy, which is good to see. But they did lose 2-1 to Ipswich Town, which, I mean, that's not bad going, is it, really, for a team of such low level? But let's jump again, see how they're going, and progress from there. All right, so we have gone on to 2025, and they are in the Vanarama National League North. They, in fact, finished 5th by the looks of it and got promoted through the playoffs. But we can also see down here that they were deducted 10 points because of the administration. So, again, they're still being affected by those wages, but not as much as you'd probably expect. I mean, they wouldn't have won the league. They'd have still been in the playoffs either way if they hadn't have had those 10 points deducted. But they still managed to go through and win it. Who was it that they beat in the final? They beat Braintree Town 1-0. So they have moved up into the National League for next season. Adeyemi getting 17 goals, still top goal scorer in the league. So looking very, very good there. And Moriba's in the highest average ratings as well. But let's take a look at those players. They've still got the likes of Carl Norton in there. They've got Cameron Ledwidge, who's a former Saints player. Mitchell Lawson as well, which isn't a bad signing coming from Derby as well. So they seem to be able to bring in these players, maybe because of Adeyemi, Moriba, Nyanzu and Van der Voort, because they're rising through the table quite quickly. Maybe that's giving them some sort of attraction from other teams. But interesting to see nonetheless, because they're being paid nothing. That's the biggest thing for me, is that these players are coming and playing for free. They're on amateur contracts, effectively. But yeah, I mean, they're an interesting situation that they're in. But what we'll do again, we'll jump 5 years probably this time, see if they've hung around in the National League, where they've gone and how that's progressed for them. Okay, interesting. So they are in League 2. Insecure finances now, so they have somehow managed to do so. Looks like they won the Vanarama National League. Let's take a look at their history. So we saw them there getting promoted. They then went on to finish 3rd, 11th, and then 1st, and they finished 5th in Sky Bet League 2. So, I mean, they're doing pretty damn well, I have to say. You've got Moriba in there. He looks like the highest average rating and most assists, so he's dominating that side of things. And Nyantu and Van der Voort are still in the team. A lot more regens now coming through, as it is 2030, so we're 10 years on. Billy Cracknell in the side, though. Let's take a look. Is Adeyemi injured? He doesn't look to be injured. He's played 46 games and scored 11 goals, so a lot less than what he has done previously. So maybe he's not quite developing as well as maybe hoped, because it doesn't look like it. He's probably in his prime now, and he's definitely could be better, if that makes sense. What about Mariba? He's looking very well rounded still. Maybe not quite as good as you could get him if he was at a better club with a better system in place. Same with Nianzou, but a still very, very good player. Martin van der Voort, again, looks very nice. Aerial and passing look great, and leadership at 16 is fantastic as well, making 17 under 21 appearances. 28 years old now, though, so it looks like his Belgian career has passed him by being at this club. But a lot of players still at the club for Sandbach. Interesting to see, certainly. We'll jump again with another 5 to the end of their kind of contracts and them leaving the club. See if they've managed to get them up to any higher in the Football League, or if they've come back down because of the age kind of restrictions. Have the finances still got issues? Let's take a look. Okay, here we are then. So we've got Sandbach here in the Vanarama National League. They won the league, so they are going back into League 2, and we can still see Nianzou and Mariba still in there. But it looks like Dixon has maybe not quite taken over, I was going to say, for that role. But there you go. This is the end of their time at the club. We can see goal-wise, Mariba is still running the show at 32 years old. Adeyemi at 33. He's dropped right off. I don't know if that's maybe because of the positioning he's been playing in. I don't know if that's maybe affected him. But yeah, interesting to say the least. And it looks like he's wanted by Winchester. I wonder why, because he'll be joining them soon. Tungai Nianzou as well there. A very, very good player. Played a lot of games for them as well, and Van der Voort as well. So look at those games. He's played 603 games for them, carrying them from Tier 10 all the way up to League 1 by the looks of it. Then dropped down to League 2 again for 2 years, and then back to the Vanarama National League, which they've just got promoted in again. So they're maybe fighting around this level for a little while. Nianzou, how has he performed? Wow, 593 games for Tungai Nianzou. 44 goals and 51 assists as well. So not bad from a centre-half, I have to say. And he's looked very, very good otherwise. Adeyemi, let's take a look at his career, because we know from looking at things, it definitely dropped off. As soon as they got into the kind of the Football League, it dropped off. When they got the promotion, he did contribute quite a lot to get to League 1. But again, he's barely hitting the double figures marks at points. But Mariba is certainly the man of the hour by the sounds of things. 554 appearances, or maybe a bit less than that actually. It's 546, I think, with if you take out Barcelona B. 174 goals for Sandbach and 163 assists. That's crazy. 103 Player of the Match awards as well, and a 7.49 rating. So he's very, very good. Now, I'm not sure that they've actually got to the level you'd probably have hoped in a normal game, but this isn't a normal game. This is a game where they were forced to stay at this club. But interesting to see. They were able to drag them up the leagues, and it seems like they've kind of given them a bit of a stability as well, maybe being able to stay there. I mean, they are insecure financially, but I'm guessing maybe when they go, it might be a case that they'll be able to stick around. But there you have it. That's what would happen if you gave a Tier 10 club for Wonderkids of the spine. Now, if you'd like to see kind of what happens after they've left, let me know in the comments, because I can always get a few more simulations in. It does take a little bit of time, but I'm happy to do that because it's quite interesting to see. But otherwise, like, subscribe, all that good stuff, and I'll catch you next time.